You lie there, nestled comfortably, peaceful. Sleep seems so attainable when looking at you. You cast a sleepy mould as if by setting such a perfect example, you expect me to simply follow you into the darkness. Your rough locks shift aimlessly as your nose bends beneath the covers. It is dark, but the light from the roadside slides through the gaps in our blinds. We really should get curtains, you used to say when we first moved in. And it illuminates the world in a different set of colours, darker hues. How many hours has it been? Checking would be forfeiting the night to restlessness. Can't say whether it's the glare of the phone screen or the knowledge of how late it has become. Either way, it is best to be kept in the dark. It isn't raining anymore. The distant sounds of cars passing occasionally disturbs the stillness. But mostly there is nothing. An eternity of it. We have so much to do and share, puzzles and games, reading books together, watching series after series after series, listening to music. You brought back my love for that. When you two started dancing at Fela Tutti and I started laughing, that was miraculous. I even forgave you for winning at Monopoly for the third time in a row. It's difficult not to forgive you. You haven't done anything wrong. That's why it's so hard. I think that's why. My thoughts are so tangled, knotted, not like a piece of string, but like a knot in an oak tree. It feels like a piece of me has been pressed together, congealed over time like some sort of cyst. There's no getting rid of these thoughts. They're tangled, but there's no way to untangle them. They are just part of what makes me now. I see dust sweeping over a field, caressing cobs of wheat that spring limply into the air. The sky seems to be closer somehow, suffocatingly close. The fluffy softness of overcast cloud is jagged and defined, rough, crisp. The dust is red and it seems to gradually thicken as it spreads across the field. The antennae of the wheat furthest from me are already subsumed by the oncoming flood. Where is it coming from, this dust, and when did... of course. And the more I push myself back into the field, willfully accepting it, desperately attempting to merge with it, the more distant I become. You turn over in your sleep, your eyelids firmly shut, impenetrable beneath your overgrown fringe. You need a haircut. We all do. I wonder what your eyes are doing beneath those lids, those blue iridescent orbs. What are they seeing? Beneath the flashing of those eyes, I've begun to feel uncomfortable. We talk, but I only seem to be listening. We make love, but I have unmade it. When you two talk at the dinner table, it's at its worst. You overflow with enthusiasm, and you are teacher, parent, jester, but there is no tenderness in your voice. Your wit is razor sharp. Yesterday you caught my eye and I smiled hollowly. You asked me when you could read the first chapter of the novel, but before the answer, another question is asked, and you are off across time and space to explain about Osiris and how his body was cut into pieces just like Uranus. It feels like we are connected, but to different ends of the same universe. The planets spin like diamonds across the vast black ocean of unending night. The ship transcends the horizon of blazing sunlight which trail like pool of gold as we traverse the emptiness at impossible speeds. You turn to ask me, where are we going? And I don't know. We can't change course or choose the destination. I can't use these controls. The backdrop folds over us like a black, star-studded napkin. I look over at you, speechless to see that as we've been following this arc, your beard has turned silver and long, your skin shriveled, the colours of your eyes deepened. What was the sky on a glorious summer's day is now the centre of unfathomable lake. The engines are humming louder, the very fabric of reality is vibrating. There is no contemplating of the outer world. There is no time to hope, no space to panic. But then we hit it. Heart pumping through body and mind, attuned to the threat of near death. My eyes open violently. It's harder to see now. The light is still filtering through the tiny gaps, but my retinas need time to adjust. The wind has picked up rattles the bone-thin frame of this building. The seagulls have not yet begun their nightly chorus. It can't have been long.